When I was a kid, Halloween was just heaven for me. I mean, months in advance, I would start thinking about it.
I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
If you're going back to your childhood, Halloween is a good place to be.
Here's an inside look at Chucky Episode 2.
Background action!
We're on set, filming Chucky.
Come on, one more time, like that.
Come on.
Let's go behind the scenes.
And background, and action!
Getting to film a Halloween episode on a horror show was pretty awesome.
Halloween is just the staple of horror.
I think that there is a real tradition in the horror genre of referencing other movies in the same genre. We have a Halloween episode, and of course, we homage John Carpenter's classic Halloween film.
Killing's good, clean fun for the whole family. This is all about Chucky's influence and how it messes with the innocence of children.
I'm your friend to the end.
You get fucked with that shit. Because of my dad dying, I'm kind of thrown into a better situation.
Junior, when Jake comes to live with him and his parents, he's very not happy, obviously, because he kind of hates Jake's guts. And you don't want to live with someone that you hate. So he doesn't think about the fact that Jake's dad has died. He's only thinking about himself and the fact that, oh, my annoying cousin is coming to live with me. That sucks, because he's just being really selfish, because he just has no perspective.
Hey, Jake, good to see you back. How you doing?
Hey, Oliver.
I feel like everybody, even the bullies, not me, of course, but all of the other bullies that have been kind of attacking him in his whole life, kind of feel sympathy for him now.
Okay, so when Oliver invited me to the party, I feel like that's kind of like the first thing that he's been invited to, because he's a social outcast, because he's a loner. And he's really excited by that. But then when he tells him to bring Chucky, you know, wherever Chucky goes, trouble follows. And so I feel like he's a little bit nervous, but this is his big thing. This is his big breakthrough, basically.
Hi.
Hi.
You know, I guess my father also died at some point, so, and I talked to him kind of about that, kind of get to know him more, kind of relate to him. You know, my dad died when I was 9.
Yeah, I remember.
So I, like a lot of other filmmakers of my generation who grew up with Brian De Palma, we reference Brian De Palma. For example, a lot of times in the franchise, not just in this TV show, we have meticulously photographed victims of Chucky reflected in the blade of his knife. That's always a fun one to do.
And action!
One of my interests in the horror genre is the paradoxical beauty that you can bring to scenes of violence. It's just like looking at the world and seeing like the most seemingly banal elements and just thinking, how could I utilize that in a chilling way?
Call 911. Well, immediately, first thought that comes to mind, Chucky. Because obviously, who else is going to do that?
Well, this is someone that has basically been raising him since he was 3 years old, because both of his parents are not totally there. Then I find her dead, like
yeah, it's literally like a couple days.
A couple days after I found out my uncle's dead, and now I'm just starting to think like, Jesus, what is going on? This is insane, yeah.
Will you take a look at this?
It's hideous.
Lexi, your sister has a gift.
So when you asked me to be my own daughter's mother, I didn't want to appear too anxious because, you know, it wouldn't be cool, but I couldn't say yes fast enough. I was so excited.
Your sister adores you.
She barely knows I exist.
And so it's funny when she's shooting a scene and I'm off camera kind of giving her the lines, I think this is so cool. I can see her up close and personal now. I'm right there. But I'm just proud of her.
Where do you think you're going?
To get ready for Oliver's party.
Shooting the Halloween party scene was really cool, because we were in this huge mansion. It looks like a castle on the outside, and it looks like a cathedral on the inside. It's this famous mansion that's been used in a ton of film and TV in like Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek.
It's, yeah.
Show.
Where's Lexi?
Up there. The art direction was insane.
Yeah, It was very cool.
I wanted to have this really beautiful, sort of darkly glamorous autumn palette that ranges on one end from yellow and red all the way across that spectrum to this deep purple and blue.
The cinematography was very cool.
In the bedroom.
With the
completely
candles.
lit by candles. It was,
really
very
cool
cool.
scene.
Tama and I had a blast. It was very technical with Chucky stabbing under the bed. We had to like turn at the exact right time where this little thing was poking up, this little nub that was covered in green tape that they were gonna make into a knife. And we just had to get the timing perfectly to like flip over and flip over again. And it was super fun, but super technical.
Mommy says real killing is bad.
Mommy's working her way up my list pretty fucking quick.
So as the camera looks that way and sees everything over there.
It's really fun to act with like a doll, and I saw how they move it. So there's like a little handlebar here, and then that helps turn like the head, and then there's like one handlebar here that helps like move the body.
The puppeteers are so amazing, and they are such a cohesive team, and they're so efficient at this point. And I always feel like they give me the luxury of treating Chucky as another actor and a single entity. So when you're on the set, you say, Chucky, could you take it down a notch? You're a little over the top here, or whatever. You can actually talk to the puppeteers in that way, and that's a huge gift. I'm amazed by them because they're this interesting combination of actors and gearheads, because they're also technological wizards. They make these robots that perform this character, and I don't even understand most of how it works after doing these movies for all these decades. That's really one of the main gifts that Tony Gardner has given to us, is that he makes it seem easy, and it's not. It's not.
At the Halloween party, Lexi dresses up as Jake's dead dad as a way to get attention from all of her peers. She thinks it's gonna be super funny, and she never really thinks about who she's hurting in the process of her bullying.
Oh, he was mortified, because not only is this just a horrible thing to do to anybody, it's also his uncle that she's dressed up as.
Somebody who gets to be on top because of other things that they did that were completely unfair. Chucky's not cool with that.
Some people deserve to die.
Does Chucky have a sense of justice? And I think he does. Intellectually, he gets it. He knows it's bad to kill. It's just so much fun.